All right, everybody, welcome back to the second match of our Overwatch doubleheader here at Valpo Esports on Twitch. My name's George. I'm once again joined by,
Hey, yeah.
and we've got the Varsity Overwatch team in their NECC Week 4 matchup against Middle Tennessee State University. Both teams undefeated up until this point, so the winner walks away as the likely one seed for their group in Division 4 NECC play. We do have a roster here for you today. It is going to be incorrect for the first game just because Valpo does substitute in and out combinations of their DPS, but Fusick on the tank, L on DPS like a bus, joining them, then Meepo and NH Cool Stuff on the supports. The other DPS we have, who you will probably or you will see in this first game, is going to be Atlas, but they're swapped in and out pretty often. So don't be surprised if you see different names. We've got some bands coming in here. Middle Tennessee State picked Lijiang Tower, of course. We're back.
Of course.
Why not? And they banned Tracer, which is interesting. I'm not sure who on the side of Valpo really plays Tracer. I feel like it's usually a Genji and some kind of like Reaper combo. That's typically what I feel like I've seen here in the booth, but maybe they have some intel, or they just don't like dealing with Tracer, which who can you blame for that one, right?
Yeah, Tracer could be tricky, so I guess I don't blame him.
Yeah, just waiting to see if Valpo's bans will come here. And see if we can learn them. There's actually a bunch of brain rot happening in chat right now, which is crazy.
Always fun to watch.
Yeah, just waiting for this to get started. It's gonna be Control Lijiang, Deja Vu, for us. We we may have saw a game one Control Lijiang Tower like an hour and a half ago or so. Two
Pretty
hours,
much.
2 hours ago. Yeah. We'll just see if we get King's Row this time. I want to watch King's Row for game number 2.
And Hog.
Banning Hog for the side of Valpo. So no Hog, no Tracer in this first game. In the Middle Tennessee State Lightning versus the Valparaiso University Beacons. Should be getting into this here very, very soon, I would assume. Just waiting. Production is ready. Gotta let them know. But just wait on Valpo to ready up here and MTSU.
Well, as we're waiting, why don't we talk about some subs?
Some subs, yes. Above us, I always do the wrong arm. Above us, you can see Blake gonna have to cosplay. We can actually cut over to this real quick while we load in and have to get characters chosen. The date's gonna be wrong. The number should be right, but Valparaiso University League of Legends player and caster Blake has agreed to do some cosplay if we hit some sub goals for our Halloween stream. He will already guaranteed be dressing up as Heimerdinger on that Halloween stream. But if we get 60, which we're about halfway there, we will be seeing Blake dress up as Caitlyn from League of Legends, which is what we want to see, right?
We all want to see that, so like, why don't we just get that done and over with?
Yeah, subscribe. Also, that money, a little portion of it, comes to the club, so we get the benefits from that. And actually, it appears they set up the game wrong. And we're going to come back here to us, maybe.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. Initiating
Oh,
match.
are we we good? I think they didn't turn off Hog and Tracer.
Oh.
So we'll see here. Yeah, exclamation mark Blake in the chat, even though we're on a delay. You got to get us to 60 subs. So subscribe with Twitch Prime. Johan, you are on the Valorant team and not subscribed. I'm disappointed, personally. We're a little upset with that, you know? You go here, you got to get that. I mean, everyone's parents have Twitch Prime, and I know they're not connecting that to their Twitch accounts, so you better be getting on that.
100%.
We got to get 60 by the 24th, which is next Friday, right?
Yeah. Just about.
So getting into map 1 here though, finally. Is this the Overwatch overlay?
Round 1.
Set up to be. Apologies. You're gonna miss the rollout here. Uh-oh. We're choking on the cast. I'm choking. Taeyeon's not. I apologize. But gonna see the Zarya on both sides. A lot different composition-wise, actually, compared to that first game we watched. And point unlocks in about 5 seconds. Fusick and Like a Bus, though, both gonna go down very, very fast. And Valpo's gonna have to back out of this point.
Oh, they're pushing.
Yeah, not a great start for Valpo, giving up that initial point, but not the end of the world here, as you can kind of get back in very easily. Reaper out of both sides, being able to throw your Reaper in there with the Zarya bubble's huge. Gonna see a Venture though, something we saw a lot of out of the side of, or in our last game, I guess I should say. But Valpo just not able to get through the door here to the first point of Lijiang Tower, and Zarya jumped off the map possibly. Was that a boop out of Lucio? I think Lucio gets. Does Lucio get credit for an elimination when that happens?
I don't even
does. That's kind of what I thought, but
I think he just accidentally killed himself.
Yeah, he might have just jumped off on accident, possibly. Maybe had speed boost out of Lucio going and was running a little faster than he thought. Approaching the 50% mark for MTSU, and the Zarya ult is coming out. Beat does not come online. It pops up at the last second there for Valpo, and everyone's down and out of it at the moment. 65%. MTSU has 3 ultimates online. Valpo has both support ultimates. I look to see one of these to get through this choke because they have just not found anything. The beat does come out of Lucio and the gates from Kiriko. We're just seeing everything dumped on both sides of Reaper ult though, going for both players. Rick very low, will fall. Down goes Clone, trades back and forth. 3v2 at the moment. No one on to point. Fusick does have ultimate, but I think he's gonna fall to Reaper. Yeah, not able to pop it. And
so many things happen at once.
Not sure Valpo can really even touch. Yeah. Only players left alive are Reaper and Kiriko. And Reaper on the side of MTSU had Death Blossom up. And we will see Valpo lose the first point on Lijiang Tower. Not over yet though. First of 2 here, best of 3 in this first mode. A little bit of a different order than what we're used to seeing, I feel. Not sure.
That definitely was crazy.
But yeah, Valpo just not able to really break in through that door, which is very hard when there's a Zarya and she's, you know, kind of just melting through the doorway and throwing her orb onto Reaper. So the second you start shooting Reaper, the orb goes onto Reaper, and suddenly she's fully charged, and you're getting melted if you try to walk through. Fusick coming out onto the Doomfist, a rollout here, out of Lucio, NH cool stuff.
Yeah, gotta be careful, Zarya.
Yeah, Naya, still gonna be Zarya. No switch actually on the side of MTSU. Someone got pushed off the map. It's gonna be Like a Bus. Valpo is still really just struggling to kind of get past the traditional chokes on the map. Playing a comp that's very good at diving in and out, but not really able to get over bridge here. Just not working out well. Doesn't seem to be much damage at the moment coming through.
Not yet, at least.
I do like the Pharah pick though, with a Reaper and a Venture being played. Being able to get up in the air is going to be huge, but it's just no opening picks. NH cool stuff will fall. Fusick kind of left alone. Able to get out though, being on the Doomfist, and yeah, it's just not right. Not great. Will contest though, but this Zarya just hurts. 57 HP, does get back out. Gonna probably be found. We'll get to the full pack, but I think Cassidy's in a bit of a rough spot here. Down goes Lucio. Everyone on Valpo gonna be back in the spawn and looking to figure out how to get through this wall that's been set up here by MTSU.
Yeah, definitely ain't looking too hot.
No, they just haven't found the damage, which is kind of an issue we saw here. Possibly why the switch to Hanzo, hoping to just pick off the support in the back, and that is what happens. Doomfist now going to be able to be unleashed onto the final support and through. Will get onto that point to contest. Needs to be careful though. Venture all, pretty much every all actually coming up for MTSU. Only a Kiriko all on the side of Valpo. Need to be not scared to use it. Beat comes down for MTSU and down goes Kiriko for Valpo.
So many things happening at once.
Yeah, oh no, Lucio just rolled out into the Zarya grab.
Just jumped into the black hole. Yeah, well, they have their ults if they can do it just in time.
Yeah, 90% though. It's going to be difficult to get in here. I think Doomfist should be able to touch, just nature of the character, and Heavy Ult will be able to save ult for some sustain. With the Blossom there out of... And I don't think this is going to be able to find a support like he's hoping. Yeah.
He tried at least.
Did try. Venture does get back to the point. And Kiriko, look at the TP on. We'll get there. We'll continue, but I mean, they're doing a great job of just switching. Beat comes in out of NH Cool Stuff. Now is Valpo's opportunity to do some damage. Rick finds one. NH Cool Stuff finds one back. Down goes like a bus, and it's a 3v4 at the moment. On point. No ultimates coming out. This is for the game. Reaper finds two, and that leaves no one left on the side of Valpo to contest this point.
Yeah, they definitely knew what they were doing.
Interesting, interesting screen here. Thanks, Blizzard.
Yeah, no, they were fully ready for Valpo this time.
Yeah, the comp switch did show some more success, but just seeing a lack of damage. In the other games we've done of the Varsity Overwatch team, we've seen that actually kind of be the highlight. The amount of damage and the fast eliminations that we've seen come out, but not seeing that here in the first one. Luckily, best of 5 series, so definitely not something to be too worried about.
Not yet. So, you know, maybe they have a trick. Not yet. Just getting warmed up, I guess.
Yeah, definitely don't think this one's over yet. Hopefully we get to see some King's Row here. Valpo looked very good last time on the King's Row. When Blake and I were casting their last matchup on stream, where they rolled over the other team. So, gonna be interesting to see. I'm curious if L gets subbed in here on the side of Valpo into that DPS role for one of Atlas or Lycabus. Tank and both supports should remain the same throughout it. It appears that MTSU does have possibly a substitute as well. That could come in. I expect that not to change though with the success of that first match or that first map.
Yeah, nothing yet.
Nah. Waiting for bans to come through. Same roster for the side of Valpo. We're going to Gibraltar, and we're going to ban Freya, which, Freya can be very, what's the word?
Interesting.
Explosive.
Explosive.
Yeah, because her ultimate charge is up based on the headshot elimination thing.
Is it? Oh, I guess
think
it is.
It charges. It's either off. I don't know if it's off of headshots landed or eliminations. But either way, she has a way to charge up her ultimate faster. So definitely very explosive. Not surprised at all to see that ban coming out of Valpo. Be interesting to see what gets banned by MTSU. Will they look to target ban and take away the Lucio, or will they ban Tracer? They're gonna ban Hazard away from Fusick.
Yeah, bans some Hanzo, I guess. Well, we barely got to see him a little bit.
Or Hazard, yeah. We didn't see any Hazard. We did see a little Hanzo, and I mean that was pretty much the only thing that worked for Valpo which maybe isn't great to say, you know, after a whole map that the only thing worked was one elimination out of Hanzo. But starting on what is this, defense, I think, here for this map. We will take a look here at the maps. Our little stream thing broke, and I don't think it's gonna pop up that. Oh, it just didn't update. Apologies. It'll update in a second. Middle Tennessee State did win the first map, 2-0. We're heading to Watch Point Gibraltar. Unfortunately, their logo doesn't want to auto-populate, so we will see as we load into this one here. Watch Point Gibraltar,
Arriving at Watchpoint
Middle Tennessee
Gibraltar.
State up 1-0 in games. Going into this.
Yeah, Alpha was warming up a little bit, so maybe now they have an idea what they're gonna do.
Yeah, definitely get some of those jitters out, the nerves. I'm not worried at the moment on the side of Valparaiso as we take a little like scenic route through the map, you know, little catwalk access. That's huge. Imagine if they didn't have. Oh, what's happening to the ceiling here?
Ready for battle.
They gotta work on that. It's falling apart.
I don't think that's their concern right now with it, you know, every explosion going on.
Yeah, good to see a Winston on both sides actually. Now this is my type of Overwatch right here.
Just what with Winston?
Winston, yep. This is some of my Overwatch. Wu Yang coming out. Tracer on the side. Tracer, Genji, Winston, Kiriko, Wu Yang on the side of MTSU. Valpo gonna start on the Symmetra. Not sure if that's for TP purposes, but then Genji, Winston, Ana, and NH Cool Stuff on the Brigitte. Usually our Lucio player, but not today. And Teleport is coming out. The switch does come back for Atlas, so not surprising. Fusick, I feel like very good dive tank player. Then Atlas on his patented Reaper. You know, this is pretty much his. If there's one person in any of our teams that plays a character and plays it well, it's gonna be Atlas and his Reaper. The issue is at the moment this Tracer is a nuisance, and
when it comes to Winston, he's definitely an interesting character.
yeah, Winston is just like peak character design, you know? Like, could they have made Winston any better? I don't think so.
I guess.
Like mad scientist monkey with electric gun. Loves peanut butter. Man, what more do you want? So 2 gonna fall out of the side of Valpo. 3 down. Atlas and Fusick trade 2 back, but I mean, no supports up, and that is just gonna be really rough to get out and get anything. I'm not sure I like the Brigitte pick at the moment. It's gonna be hard to keep up with Winston, I feel. When he's getting on to the other team.
When it comes to a good Winston, they definitely won't die.
Yeah, Winston does have the ability to get in and out, but hey, you know what? If they're not contesting the point, you could just push it because you do win this game mode by pushing it faster than the other team and farther.
That is true.
So, can't beat that. Gonna have the Ana here to hopefully power up your Genji or your Winston and then sleep the other Winston and catch him out, but not a character we see Meepo on too often. Typically is playing the Kiriko for the team, which is so viable on so many maps. Winston getting low, gonna pop Rage though. And Atlas will be found by Wu Yang. Down goes Ana, and Fusick is alive. I don't imagine he uses this, just trying to look to find one. Won't be able to, and that should be a team wipe basically out of MTSU. A minute 50 remaining for Valpo, so definitely not
too bad
yet. About halfway to that first point, so one more push basically that is successful out of Valpo should get them to that and get them the next 2 minutes. But Tracer has been a bit of a difficult character for them to lock down. Drago has been everywhere.
I guess hence why they banned her in the beginning.
Down falls the entire team though. Tracer just wreaking havoc still, and Ults up for everyone besides Ana on the side of Valpo. You expect them to have to probably be used here on this one or the next one because there's not going to be many more opportunities. Tracer ult does get used, not going to really do anything. 60 seconds left. TP up out of Atlas. Going to fall back down though. Going to stay on this Reaper because his ultimate could be huge. Like a bus picked very early though.
At this point, yeah. But as long as they stall, that's pretty much all that matters.
Down falls Rick. That's good for Valpo. Need to push this point. 30 seconds remaining to get it all the way to the first checkpoint. Reaper ult and Genji ult still active. The Brigitte ult as well. Reaper ult and Kiriko ult ready for MTSU. Not sure. They probably do want to try to contest this point. I assume it will come in. Reaper ult up top. Could go crazy on these supports.
You could. I would.
Yeah, gonna just actually try to separate them. Kiriko all popped. Here comes the blade out of Like a Bus. Trying to reflect the Reaper all back. Great sleep out of Meepo. Gonna lead to the elimination on Rick, and this point is very close. Valpo just needs to be careful that they don't step off, and they do get the extra 2 minutes and full team wipe. Great use of the ultimates, and actually keep the Reaper ult. Don't have to use it in that fight to get their extra 2 minutes, and are going to make some good progress here.
Well, it's definitely great what they're doing. Keeping that just in case.
Primal Rage ready for Rick here, but needs to be careful. He's getting very low. You hate to use that to just save your life and get the extra XP.
It's definitely a thing you want to keep in mind.
Yeah. You want to use it for a push, or once you're on to some support or DPS. Not something you want to use like here. Great sleep out of Meepo. Gonna go purple. Has to pop the ult because of that. Will lead to 2 being found by MTSU. Brigitte probably soon to follow.
Check out the healers.
Like a Bus gets out. Fusic's still alive, but I'm not sure if he can find his way out. He's right at the spawn room, so should be fine. Like a Bus did fall. Reaper ult, though, still online for the side of Valpo, the Atlas. Really love to see him get some huge value out of this, hopefully.
As long as he doesn't waste it, or have time to actually use it.
Yeah, you're just scared of... I believe the Wu Yang ult does kind of stun. So, just gotta be scared. Here it comes. The... Valpo only with 60 seconds left. Drago will fall off, but 3 found by MTSU. Valpo with not much time.
Yeah, well, we do have a Winston ult, so maybe he'll use that in a bit.
Yeah, you don't want to have the issue of waiting too long and not using your ultimate. You would rather use it and it not get as much value as you want than the round end because you didn't use it. And the flank coming out of Reaper, actually the TP doesn't go off. That is a bit unfortunate. Not sure if it got caught on something. Here comes the Winston ult. Should probably find Wu Yang.
Yeah,
will do so.
And Kiriko also teleported in there with him.
Yeah, actually that's huge. Still have Atlas's ult up as he got nanoed by Meepo, and Valpo should have the ability to push here. It will get taken to overtime though, just because. Tracer still alive, but Valpo just looking to push. 2 DPS ults up and the Brig ult. Just kind of looking to delay here on the side.
You could use it to stall.
Here comes the sword. And will find Kiriko. This should be a full sweep out of Valpo. Just Wu Yang remaining. Not going to be able to stop anyone. All ults committed, but you gained yourself the extra minute 30 seconds, right?
Yeah,
so you gotta trade that, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Valpo's definitely coming back.
Yeah, Rick though does have ultimate. Just see how it gets used. His first Primal Rage was great. The second one, or the most recent one, not as great. This is a good section of the map for Winston though. Very much a lot of high ground for him to jump up on, but Atlas going to be found by the other Reaper, and Valpo needs to be careful because there's not a lot of damage and there's one less person that has to be targeted. Tracer on top of the Brigitte, not finding much, but Atlas or Reaper now in the back line. Sleep onto Winston. but no one's able to really take care
Oh,
of that. Fusick does get out for the time being, but Genji does end up unfortunately fighting the entire team.
and eating concrete.
Yeah, 30 seconds remaining for Valpo. Gonna have to push the point to keep this one going, but that Reaper is just putting in work. 3 ults ready for MTSU. The next closest going to be the Winston ult. Does find Kiriko. Gonna force the TP out early, but it looks like Rick is in the spawn wreaking havoc. Wu Yang finds one, Tracer finds another. Only 3 up on the side of Valpo. Fusick has ultimate, can sustain for a while.
Which is what he's about to do.
We'll
Taking
find
out
one.
the healers.
Will he be able to get on the other? Unfortunately, Kiriko can just kind of TP away. Has to get on the point with it being overtime. And NH Cool Stuff and Meepo are all that remain. And they will fall, so I don't think Atlas could touch here with Tracer. No.
Unfortunately not. But definitely great time.
Great
And,
round.
And great mark.
You know, didn't push it all the way, but got it halfway through that last point. So gonna get 2 points out of that. Distance total, or is that distance remaining? I think that's remaining, right? 47 sounds like remaining.
Sounds, I think it. Yeah. Distance. I think that's the distance pushed.
You think 47's total pushed?
Yeah.
We'll see here. We'll compare when they start pushing and see like how far they get, like if they get to the first point.
Yeah.
Because I feel like 47 feels like not a lot of distance.
I could be wrong.
I honestly have no idea though, because it is kind of weird that they choose to show it as distance left as opposed to distance taken, because the entire round you're seeing it as distance taken.
I think it's distance taken.
Hanzo coming out though from like a bus again, which I'm not sure if that's gonna work well into the Tracer.
It might work just for
He has to catch a headshot basically.
that. If he goes for the snipers, will definitely work for his favor.
Yeah, hopefully he can hit the Kiriko and the Wu Yang. I'll be honest, I don't know much about Wu Yang being the newest character.
I haven't
have
really
some-
played him yet, so
No, I was gonna say I don't know if I've played any games where he's been a character. But Rick staying on the Winston, and so will Fusick. So
he is a character.
yeah. Valpo getting very low. Need to be very careful here at the beginning. You lose this this fast, it's gonna get rough. Good attempt at a pre-sleep by Meepo, not able to find it on the Reaper, but Valpo having to back up here and give some room to MTSU that have almost taken half of the point here.
Is Alonso still alive? Yeah, he's still alive.
Doesn't know where Winston is. Winston very low though. Rick will fall to NH Cool Stuff, and this is Valpo's opportunity to kind of take the point back. Fusick is gonna dive onto the supports, get them low. Atlas finishes one off, and I think they'll get the other. Yep, just Reaper remaining now, and also Tracer, I guess, but Tracer's in like a 1v3 at the moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't push too far though.
No, definitely not. You need to stay near the point, at the near where your Ana can see. That's going to be where a lot of your healing probably comes from. Just staying in that vision, especially playing two ranged characters in the Hanzo and the Ana. You want to keep a line of sight with them, mainly your Ana.
Yeah.
They do identify that Reaper is sort of behind, but great headshot there out of like bus onto the Tracer. So actually doing exactly what we say he needed to. With the Hanzo ult's active, he might just look to pop it into the wall here.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
No, a lot of the team is there. Gonna save it though, which is probably smart, not to waste it. Yeah, Fusick pretty low. The fighty has actually evolved into the next room, funny enough, before the door is open. Still 2 minutes for MTSU. There hasn't really been a stop of push. Primal Rage ready, like a bus with ult. Meepo does have Dart. Will power up here. Here comes Primal Rage out of Fusick. Just looking to kind of clear the point, find anyone.
Oh, just one person will work.
Drago finds one. NH cool stuff though. Finds a support. Wu Yang will fall, but that is a huge blossom out of Reaper, and that leaves Fusick all alone. Not really gonna be able to do much.
Nope. You always gotta expect a Reaper. One Blossom Dance is game over.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it caught 3 of them, because that stops any momentum whatsoever. Still gonna have the Hanzo ult and the Tracer ult now, so hopefully they can get on someone. The Kiriko ult popped early on the side of MTSU, but good Tracer ult. Not gonna be able to find an elimination, but maybe buy some time. Like a bus found though, and Winston slept. There's just no damage here really.
Nope, but
Gonna have to pop his ult. Yep. All this time, they've been allowed to push this point. Valpo just really hasn't found any kind of solution for getting out. Rick will fall though. The ult popped by like a bus will push them to the side of the point. Not gonna actually find much. Wu Yang separated, but this Reaper is just a problem. 2 fall on the side of Valpo. Meepo looks to try to get in. Needs to be careful he doesn't fall here and delay any farther. We'll sleep one. Gonna take Tracer purple as well, but gets stuck by the ultimate and will fall. Maybe a bit of a waste out of Tracer because they are still kind of all coming out of spawn.
Yeah, but I guess just try and get rid of it.
Yeah, get rid of Ana as quickly as possible. They don't have to take it as far as the entire thing, just to this little square on the, or rectangle on the map here. And Fusick is gonna have to dive. The point is getting very close.
Yeah.
Will get on the point to contest, but is all alone it seems at the moment. Forget trying to get in there, gonna fall. So does Meepo. It pretty much leaves Fusick and Atlas. Atlas will fall. I'm not sure if Fusick is gonna be able to get ult back in time now, and that should do it in map number 2.
And like that. Down to 2. Very close though.
Yeah, Valpo just kind of struggled to get back into the same room as the cart after they were team wiped. Fusick gonna be having to play the game here with Primal Rage on Winston. But that is map number 2 going the way of MTSU. Best of 5, so if Valpo loses this one, that is going to be a 3-0 in the favor of MTSU. Not what we're hoping for here, but now we wait for bans and the map. I believe Valpo gets to kind of decide where it goes, so we will see where they want to take it.
Yeah, so they either have to really clutch up, or this could end it here, folks.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to take a 5-minute break in between here map, so we're going to do be right back, and we'll catch you when this break's over and get you into map number 3. Don't go anywhere.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back, everybody. We do know our third map here in this best of 5 between Valparaiso University and Middle Tennessee State. It will be Saravasa Flashpoint, a little deja vu again here. We also do know character bans. Valparaiso banned Venture, and Middle Tennessee State banned Wu Yang. So here we go. Saravasa. Valparaiso needs to win this map to stay alive here. Otherwise, this series does end.
So yeah, let's hope after 2 practices they know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what gets played out of the side of both teams, really. They're both playing the Winston. I don't feel like this is a Winston map at all. We know Fusick plays a pretty good ball. So Zarya and Hazard. All right. Sojourn, Reaper, Zarya, Kiriko, Lucio out of the side of Middle Tennessee State, and Valpo will be playing Reaper, Genji, Ball, Kiriko, Lucio. So on the side of Valpo, this looks very, very familiar. Very much like something we're used to seeing.
A wrecking ball? Absolutely.
Yeah, Fusick does a great job on his wrecking ball. Is a very good nuisance in the enemy's backline.
Oh, it's great to see.
Gonna actually look for the high ground here on these little side walls, which is interesting. We haven't seen any team do that. The Reaper with Zarya combo is a little scary.
Not like Zari could get up there.
No, her bubbles have just been key, and Sojourn will find the first pick onto Like a Bus. But how do you get through this doorway when Wrecking Ball is ready to ground pound the second you step in?
That's the best part. You don't.
Yeah. Lucio doing a good job being a nuisance. Beepo will find Sojourn, which is a huge pick. And this Reaper needs to be very careful on the side of MTSU. As long as he can sustain up there, it's going to be close. And actually, MTSU somehow will capture the point there. Not sure what happened for Valpo, but it's going to take it right back. Like a Bus, only DPS up at the moment, 1 support as well, but there just doesn't appear to be a clear way in for MTSU, and this hamster is putting in the work.
Yes, still being a #1 nuisance.
Yeah, gonna have to back out though. Like a Bus does get found. The ball hiding.
That's about right.
Yeah. Atlas will find the Lucio. Ball ultimate is up. Both support ults ready on the side of MTSU. And a little back cap happening here from Valpo.
Ball not afraid. Oh, now they're doing some stuff.
Yeah, 2 will fall. Rick does find Atlas, but beat comes out from both sides. Gonna be a bit of a stalemate here. Working in Valpo's favor though, because they have the point. Like a Bus found though. Ball ready to go still with ultimate. We'll throw Reaper out of point. Cool stuff. Needs to be careful. Meepo finds one. Keeps Ball alive.
Yeah, definitely got
Cool.
2.
Popped. Oh, great shot though.
Hamster down.
Hamster is down, and Like a Bus and cool stuff are all that remain. So they're gonna back out. Both DPS ults, the Sojourn Overclock and Reaper Death Blossom ready to go, but 3 up for the side of Alpha, one of those being support, which should tip it in their favor as long as Sojourn doesn't find an early pick and they don't all group up on top of the Reaper.
Yeah.
Valpo back cappy again with Fusick. There goes the Reaper ult. We'll find NH cool stuff, but they will find him pretty fast after. Saving these balls for kind of the last minute here, but gonna probably be time to pop them. Yeah, and here comes the Kitsune as well.
Put him in an interesting spot.
Sojourn online, but very weak, and played out Like a Bus will deal with that. Overtime for MTSU, but they should be handing this point over to Valpo, who has 85% here. Ball just gonna hang in the air, wait to stun someone coming through the point. Looks like MTSU wants to go the other way. Ball, though, gonna hold them back. They will get into overtime. Rick kind of separated. We'll be able to bubble, though. Trade of DPSs. Need to be careful. Oh, this grab is gonna go massive. Ball stays alive, but I'm not sure he's gonna really be able to do much to get away to that full pack. Yeah, and 99% it will be taken. They all get pulled into the grab out of.
They almost had it too.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing all the pieces there. It just seems like maybe the ult track is maybe a little lackey at the moment from Valpo, because you had to be aware that, you know, Zarya ult had not been popped at all, so it had to be on the verge of coming back up, and they all kind of walked into the same spot. Ult gets popped.
And
Void
she
turns
hasn't died
over.
either.
Lucio will fall very fast to Lycabus. But down goes Fusic. No tank's going to make this really difficult for Valpo. And down goes one support and one DPS too. Reaper, though, going to get taken out. Lycabus could find one more. Not going to be able to.
He tried.
That's going to be point over to MTSU. Ball ultimate ready, though. But in reverse, 2 support ults ready to go on the side of MTSU. And Rick finds Atlas very fast. Not sure what he was doing there.
Being a hamster.
They are looking to speed him back up out of the spawn, but you know that delays a lot of time. Hamster now behind with the Lucio. B is ready. Need to be very careful. Hamster is super separated. He comes down. Boop of Reaper off the map. Lycabus gets found. Kitsune down on both sides. Ball ultimate got used as well in there at some point. Lycabus about to have ult online, but is not alive. Epo will fall, and that leaves Fusic behind. He's the only player to try and touch here.
Unfortunately,
We'll be able to get to overtime.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm not sure anyone else can get back.
Yeah, no. I don't even think that Zarya has died yet.
Zarya has not died. You're correct. The only player, I believe, who hasn't died yet.
Zarya is dangerous with the right hands.
Yeah, that's probably the key then for Valpo, is just finding that elimination on Zarya.
Yeah, unfortunately that's easier said than done.
Yeah, lots of sustain with the bubbles out of Zarya. Lycabus falling immediately when the blade gets popped, which is not good. Beepo getting headshotted. MTSU is capping this first point. Or this third point, apologies. Capping the point first.
Keeping the push.
Yeah, Valpo just needs to find a way to get a pick. I think if they find the first pick, they're fine, but they just have not been able to find it.
Yeah, especially with the Zarya.
Oh, this grab is probably huge out of... Yeah, it's going to find one of the supports, and Meepo left alone.
It was so huge we didn't even see it.
Yeah.
He is...
Ball is going to fall.
He always made it.
Yeah.
See, like, that's what we need. More push. But hopefully they can touch it maybe one more time. If not, the game will be ending very soon.
With Ball, they should be able to touch it once. Down falls Rick, finally. This is Valpo's opportunity to get into the point. Gonna have Ball ultimate to throw in the point. Kiriko ult comes down for MTSU, but they're actually just stalling his ability to walk forwards. And I think that does it for this game. Yeah, Valpo's not gonna be able to touch. That will be game number 3 going over to MTSU, unfortunately. Not the result we were looking for.
That was cool.
See the play of the game here. Probably, I think he finds a double with his ultimate. Maybe not.
No.
Different point in the game, but that will be it here, unfortunately, for our streams this Friday night. Valpo following 0-3 in both Overwatch games. Definitely not what we were hoping for, not what you expect out of them at all. Definitely looked a little slow compared to normal. Hopefully they're going to bounce back next week. Looking ahead next week, Monday, we actually will be live, which is a little different. We will have a League of Legends game for the GLEC against Cleveland State. Got rescheduled. Normally that would have been Friday. You would have been getting some League of Legends action, but that got redone. And small update. If you were here, I know we were here for their match against Purdue that had insane amount of tech issues and lag and all sorts of stuff. Official ruling came in from the NECC. They decided we didn't have enough of a lead with how big it was even to consider the game over. So they have ordered us to replay the first game and the rest of the series. So that's getting scheduled, I believe, still at some point. So you might get an extra league game in here somewhere.
Oh, cool.
So it's 0-0 again. They have to replay with the same draft, I believe, though. The same characters that they had already chosen.
I don't even know what they chose.
At this point, I couldn't even tell you. It's been so long. But that's going to be it for us in the booth. Come back Monday. Let's get you a time, actually, before I just say come Monday. You know, that would be helpful to know when to come. 7 p.m. Central Time. So we'll have League of Legends Monday, 7 p.m. It'll be some combination of someone in here, not Blake. Blake's playing, so. But might be me and Taeyon. Who knows? But we'll be here Monday, 7 p.m. So tune in. Make sure you subscribe. Get us to that goal up there. Yep. And we're out of here. So we'll talk to you guys later.
Toodaloo.